What's going on with my Flash Zillions? Y'all know what it is, man. Bringing you guys the Week 7. That's right, Week 7 fantasy football video this week, man. We got special guest GM on here. Long time waiting. He's got a lot of shit to say and get off his chest. You know, the Call of Duty god himself. Watch out, man. Introducing the man himself, El Jefe. How's it going, man?
How's it going, y'all, man? It's a pleasure to be here. It's gonna be a good time talking about everybody's team, and I'm looking forward to it, man. We got some things we gotta say, get off our chest, so let's get it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, absolutely, man. So y'all know what it is, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on if you haven't. Let's go ahead and check out what happened in the Z League last week, guys. I think I already had that shit up. All right, so let's check out what happened in the Z League last week. We had me, CD's Nuts, going up against Original Cyclitis, my boy Keanu, who has been red hot lately in that league. But luckily, I pulled that win out, 128 to 110. Very much needed win, because now I'm 2-4. I would have been 1-5, so that would have been really, really bad. Then we had Koopa pulling out a 1-point victory. This boy is literally like 10 feet from me right now. Literally pulling out a 1-point victory. And that sucks for McLaurin, because now this dude's 1-5. And that prevented Cooper from going 1-5. So that was a big time matchup right there by 1 point. Then we had Gabe, who took another L this week to Dom. They're both evened out now at 4-2. Then David Crockett, 3-3, putting up 144 and still losing. That hurts, man, because Adriel, the fantasy football god himself, you see this, Jeff? 6-0,
crazy.
185 points. What do you think about this so far?
I mean, he's just completely dominating that league. 185, almost 200. That's insane at this point. 6-0. Nobody can see him right now. So
hey, this guy's straight up showing that he wants to play in the league with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And next we got is just Neil's grand team, 2-4 against Slapbacks. 1-3. Oh my! 3-3 with 133 scored. What a win that was for Lamont. Just Neil at 2-4. Damn, dog. I did not think you and Mike would have the same record in the Z League at this point, with a bunch of players that are probably new. To be honest, I think the only returning guys are Adriel and Slapback. That's Lamont and AT, yeah. So very interesting, man. The Z League was an interesting matchup last week. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like this week. Y'all ready for this? Before we look at the Week 7 matches, man, let's take a look at the standings after 6 weeks, man. We got AT on top, 915 points. Whew. Wow. And then you got Gabe in the middle, Idris, man. This is an interesting group. But what I want to point out here is early on, Gabe and David Crockett were pulling away. And now we see they're on a 2-game losing streak. Can they break this bad karma? You think they go 3 games in a row losing? We're going to find out, man. And then you got Coop on a big-time 2-game win streak right there. So this is what we're looking at. Remember, guys, top 6 make it, man. So look at this, man. From 9 all the way to 4. We're just 1 game behind. Okay, so we got McLaurin F1 versus KD Ego. So we got my boy Unga versus Dom, man. Let's see what's gonna happen in this one, man. Ooh, Kyler Murray, Hopkins. Ooh, I think. Oh, he has a tight end, right? So hold on. Maybe, there we go. Oh, he does. Oh, he has Zach Ertz on his bench. Damn, man. Honestly, man, I think it's been a little bit unfair to McLaurin F1. He's been in these really, really tight matchups. His record doesn't reflect his team. His team is actually really capable of scoring a lot of points. And he has Jalen Waddle in his flex. But I'm still going to go with Dom this week. I think I've said it from the jump. This guy has a really good just base team overall. Even though Jerry Cook's on a bye week, he's going to put Zach Ertz in there. And to me, it's just this team, man. Kyler Murray's been killing it. So I'm going to rock with him this week. You know, I got to try to get these dubs accurate. What do you think?
Man, you got to look at these matchups. You got Hopkins looking to face Houston. I think he's going to have a game. You know, Chase is also going to have a game. It's going to be a shootout between Bengals and Ravens. That's going to be a great matchup. I could see Kamara having a good game against Seattle. Their defense is sus. So, you know, I got to go with him too, man. He's going to get that dub this week for sure.
Yeah. Okay, now this one, this is a great one. This is a long-awaited matchup right here, man. I never thought I'd be scared of AT. The last time I was scared of AT in football was sophomore year of high school, and I was like, I'm never going up against this guy in drills again. This is going to be crazy because this guy's got a stacked squad here, man. And honestly, I'm gonna always pick myself, but I don't like my flex this week. I might even just change. I don't even know what's gonna happen because if you look at my bench, this is tough. CeeDee Lamb, Austin Eckler on a bye, and I'm dealing with George Kittle, Saquon Barkley, and Jerry Jeudy injuries. So this league has been literally the definition of bend don't break. I've dealt with like non-stop like adversity, but I'm still 2-4. So we're gonna see. But he is the number 1 player in the league for a reason. But a lot of his players are out. Christian McCaffrey's out. Thielen's out. Justin Jefferson's out. But he's still got a deep-ass team. That's why I'm like, bro, my God. He's got a deep-ass team to where DJ Moore is in his flex still. He's got Joe Mixon, Darrell Henderson. So, I mean, it's going to be tough, but, I'm going to have to pick myself. Who are you going with?
Man, looking at this team, looking at Chino's team, I don't know, man. I think Boyd is not going to have such a great game. Chase might get all the catches. If there's any week he's gonna take an L, I think it might be this week, man. It might be the first L, so I'm gonna have to rock with you on this one.
For me personally, if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna need Debo, Rodgers, Hubbard to get like 25 plus. I'm gonna need some explosive games. Otherwise, it's an uphill battle for sure. So next we got is Gabe and Original Clititis. Pronounce that for me, El Jefe, if you can.
Iradocyclitis.
Okay, so we're gonna open up their bench because these guys obviously got some spots to fill. But as we're looking early, we got the Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill combo on this side. He's got Kyle Pitts coming back, Alex Collins. Running backs has been very, very scarce in that spot. And then on this side, he's got the dual tight end group right here, Kels and Waller. All right, but we're dealing with a lot. Look at this: bye week, bye week, bye week, bye week. Out. Kareem Hunt out. He literally has Ronald Jones as the only healthy player on his bench right now. He has an empty spot. Oh, that's on IR. Never mind. So he's gonna have to figure out obviously what quarterback he's gonna pick up. And then on this side, we got some interesting players on the bench. Khalil Herbert put up a lot of points last week. So Dalton Schultz on a bye week, but he's got Kyle Pitts back. This is gonna be an interesting one. What do you think?
I mean, he has to go on that waiver and pick up some guys real quick because I mean, it's looking tough right now.
Might have to.
Yeah, and he's missing a quarterback as well. You got to figure that situation out real quick.
I think that I'm probably gonna rock with Gabe this week only because I like this combination of Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. It's very hard to overcome, and I think that if we were just looking at their bench, he has more options on his bench than Keanu does on this side, and it's just gonna be tough. But you never know, man. Anything can happen. But I'm gonna rock with Gabe this week. What you think?
Yeah, I think Gabe, I mean, him making the right moves from his bench this week is going to matter a lot. So, if he does, then I think he got it. I think he's going to take the dub.
Yeah.
Sure.
Facts. All right, so y'all know what time it is, man. Flush that toilet. Holy shit. Did Chino just walk out the bathroom? God damn. That boy had some lumpia last night. Okay, so y'all know what it is, man. It is the Z League Week 7 Toilet Bowl matchup of the week, man. Flush that toilet, man. We got Move Them Chains, David Crockett versus Just Neil's Grand Team, man. Woo! Now the reason why it's hard, I ain't gonna lie. This league is very good. It's very competitive. It's very hard to pick a toilet bowl matchup. You can ask Jeff himself. He even looked at it and was like, it's tough to pick it this week. But, it is what it is, man. We're looking at Just Neil, who's on the verge of being 2-5, 9th place. This is, we're getting to that point where it's damn near already the playoffs for you, if you're at that point. So it's very much high stakes. And then we got David Crockett, who's on a 2-game losing streak. So we got two teams that got a lot to prove that honestly desperately need wins. David's sliding down the leaderboards and Just Neil's falling off that side where he might not even make the playoffs. So this is what we're looking at right here. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to rock with David Crockett this week, if I'm being truthful. And the reason why is because I love his Atlanta players coming back. Patterson, Ridley, Josh Jacobs, I think has been looking great lately. Brandon Cooks at Arizona, he's probably going to go off if he's healthy. And I just think overall, man, we're looking for a lot of good games here from these guys. I don't know how I feel about Sterling Shepard in the flex because I have him in the other league, and he's been injured and stuff. But if he's healthy, he gets 15 targets. And you see these injuries and bye weeks we're dealing with. Bye weeks hitting everybody hard this week, man. Look at all these zeros on this side. That's absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm gonna go with David Crockett this week to be 4-3, break that losing streak. Hopefully, what do you think?
I think Just Neal comes out with a dub miraculously. I mean, I think it won't be a blowout, but I think it'll be a close one. And I think he's gonna take it this week.
Is definitely one of those. The odds are actually showing it right. You could go 50-50 down here either way. I think one of those bigger X factors for Just Neal will be Javonte Williams right here, Thursday night at Cleveland. It's a really good run defense. Is this guy gonna put up 5 points or is he gonna get 15? I have him in the other league too, so I actually really like the potential of him. We'll see what happens. So let's go ahead and get ready for it. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is time for the Z League FLASHZILLIANS matchup of the week. That's right. And we got Koopa versus Slapbacks. That's right. Now the reason why we got this one as matchup of the week is because of the stakes right here, man. Both of these guys, 6th and 7th place. You guys need to get it going to be able to solidify a playoff spot. Lamont, your team has been kind of just like, at times you look like you could beat Adriel, then at times you look like Esteban could beat you in the other league. You know what I'm saying? So it's very like, you gotta get your shit together, man. And then Koopa over here, man, he's on that 2-game win streak. He was 0-4. 0-4 on a 2-game win streak. He's red hot right now. He's got to keep it up so he can catch that playoff spot. Sitting at 7th place, man. This is going to be interesting because Lamont obviously hasn't set his thing up yet. He's got Gibson and Gordon chilling on his bench. He's dealing with that Russell Wilson injury. And then if you look over here, we got both of his running backs, Najee Harris and Zeke, on a bye week. Tyler Lockett isn't Tyler Lockett anymore without Russell Wilson. So he's really digging deep into his bench with Hunter Renfrow, Mike Davis, Nyheim Hines. Damn, this is going to be an interesting matchup this week. What do you think?
Hold on, scroll up a little bit.
I ain't gonna lie, actually, after further evaluation, this might have been the toilet bowl matchup.
Yeah, it might have.
Because I'm looking at the team. He's got Dalvin Cook on the bye as well, too.
Yeah, but it's just interesting.
But the desperation is what's going to make it competitive because we're going to see who's going to pull this victory out because you guys got to dig deep into your bench.
I don't know. I think Lamont has great players on his bench that he could sub in those bye weeks. He got Connor. I mean, he got Gibson as well. He could put in his flex. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, but I think Mike can come up with another win here. It all depends on that.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to rock with Mike this week. I think that, even though his bench and like his starters are out, his team overall, he still put together a good lineup versus I think it might be hard for Lamont. He might have better star players but starting this week, but his team overall might not be good enough to put up points. So we'll see what happens, man. But that defense is going to be interesting. Carolina at New York Giants. If they go get 15, that might be the difference right there. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Throw that X up. Yeah. Throw that X up. Yeah. Time for the X League recap. Y'all know what it is, man. Now, if you guys have been watching this video, I'm going to actually reveal some exclusive insider information. Shout out to Michael Kendricks. But yeah, some exclusive insider information about where we're trying to make this fantasy football league go. And it's done by you guys, the GMs. We're all in this together and coming together every week to make these videos makes it happen. So the goal is that next year we want to have it as a tier system. So basically, and it's starting actually this year, and you're going to see it basically with like Adriel, he's leading the forefront in the Z League. We can see that the X League managers obviously are much more active than the Z League ones. It's much more of a new league. But what we're going to do is the bottom guys, what I want to do, and I might not do it, it might not be exactly like this year, but next year, the bottom 3 go to the second league and the top 3 go to the top league. You get what I'm saying? And then there'll be basically 3 tiers. Like, it won't be called bronze, silver, gold, but imagine bronze, silver, gold, and there's a championship in each one. So if somebody that's new, let's say they're like, oh, bro, I want to play with you, Jeff. They might be able to come in and win bronze, silver, then get to gold. But ultimately, you know that gold is the league you want to be in. And X is essentially the beginning stages of that gold league. So we're at that point right now. So next season is going to be very interesting because it'll be legit set where everybody knows there'll be that main league that you want to be in. Because I got my boy like Crockett. Crockett complains to me that the Z League's not active enough. And I'm like, that's got to be the motivation is you want to move up. Because if you're in the bronze, you know bronze isn't going to be as good as silver. But it ain't nothing going to be as good as gold. So, yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. But it's done by all of us here together, man. So let's go ahead and review the X League right here, man. The first one at the top, man, you see CD's nuts. You see CD's nuts. And playing against No More Locked Doors, man. I was like, if I lose to Jeff, it would have been damn near poetic because of all the shit I talked about his team since the day he's drafted. And this dude's been like a cockroach and just winning games somehow. I don't know how. With 5 quarterbacks on his roster. I made 30 fantasy moves in like 4 weeks and I've been taking L's. I don't know how it works. But got that win. Very much needed. Then the next one we see Mies talking all this shit in the world. Let's go ahead and actually take a closer look at this matchup, man. Talking all that shit in the world. Winning by scoring only 113. Winning by, he probably would have lost to anybody else that won,
Everybody
right?
else.
Right?
Yep.
And if we take a look at this, man, wow. Look at this, man. Mike Williams 4. You know what it is? Just Kyler Murray and Tyreek Hill carrying that team, man. Khalil Herbert. He's lucky I dropped him. I fucked up on that. I shouldn't have dropped him. He got lucky with that shit. But yeah, man. I don't know how Mies is doing it, but this dude is pulling away wins with 4 points. 113. He would have lost to anybody else he would have played. He would have lost to Jeff. He would have lost to me. But, you know, luck. That's what fantasy football is. Oh, shit. You want to say anything about those two matchups?
I mean, East, bro. You're getting so blessed. And it's funny because these next 4 or 5 weeks, they're going to really suck. You're going to have to see somebody that actually puts up a lot of points.
Facts, man.
You better hope your team is on their toes because, man, it's going to get tough. You know?
Facts, man. You're not going to be able to get away with scoring 99 points and getting the dub. All right, then next we had Blinking I'm Gone, 168, handling business against Judas. Man, this guy's team just exploded. He's now sitting at 5-1. Him and Mies at the top of the leaderboard. That's nice. Then just Neil's team, 132, losing to Vaughn to go 145. That was a good matchup right there. And then Gridiron Gang. This was like comeback. I think one of the best comebacks I've seen this year. You know, and then I can remember recent time. Can you tell us what was the scenario going into Monday night?
Monday night, man, we got Stephon Diggs versus Derrick Henry. Potentially, right? That's the matchup. Right. I was down. But before that, he was up by 10 points because I was behind 10 points on the point. So it was 102-92 going into Monday Night Football. And, you know, I need Derrick Henry to drop at least 30 points to go off. And I also have to hope for Diggs to not have a game. And next thing you know, Derrick Henry has .80 going into the second quarter. I'm like, damn, I'm screwed. I'm going to lose this matchup. There's no way I win. And then Stephon Diggs is just going off at this point. He has like 15, 16 points at the half. Yeah. I'm like, nah, I'm screwed. Bro, come the second half, Derrick Henry just turns into a god. I mean, he goes for a 75-yarder all the way to the house. Like, it's just crazy. 15 points in just one play, bro. 15 points in one play. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow. Next thing you know, they go a distance, and Derrick Henry has a game. 35 points got me the dub over. I know it's a 1-point win, but hey, a win is a win at this point, and I need that. And I couldn't lose to Swag. I mean, 0-6. Come on, it's impossible for me to lose.
I was like, is this gonna be the way Swag gets his first win? That was wild. And I just looking at that score, 127.98 to 126.70.
Yep, wow. That's how close it was. Yep,
that is insane. Just the way these dubs are happening and these L's are happening. That sends Swag to 0-6. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at the leaderboard and see what are we looking at after freaking 6 weeks of X League fantasy football, man. Look at it right here, man. We see at the top Los Duros and Blinking I'm Gone sitting at 5-1. But here's the biggest discrepancy because Mies has been talking a lot of shit lately, right? It's fine, yeah, you can do it right. But Arnold thinks he's the shit too. So it's like, you know, and Arnold's not like playing Call of Duty with us, and y'all don't hear it, but I'm hearing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Arnold's feeling himself. He's, you know, he's been bending on brain because he's had some injury. He's gonna tell you like, I've had injury. These guys got the second pick and got blessed. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. But biggest thing is, look at this: 669 points scored against them. 877. Yeah, I know y'all are handling business, but ain't business being handled to y'all. So you know what that means? Like Jeff said, in due time, business shall be dealt. So get ready, man. And you better hope y'all's team stay healthy, dog. But then we got Nathan sitting at 4-2. Sneaky team right there. Sneaky team. Do not sleep on Vaughn to go to be a contender, man. And then this is where it gets interesting. And honestly, it does get interesting from 3 anyway, because a lot of us are only 1 game behind Vaughn to go. But then Gridiron Gang, Jeff sitting at 4th place. Then Judas, Jasneel, CD's nuts. So from 4-7, we're all tied record-wise. Score-wise, Jeff's got that big-time advantage on us. And then after that, we got Orange Kush and Normal Locked Doors basically 1 game behind. So everybody's in playoff contention, you know? And you never know how fantasy football goes, right? In 3 weeks, No More Locked Doors could be the 3rd seed, and Vaughn the Goat could be the 7th seed. So it is interesting what we're looking at here. And then Swag, this dude, we're gonna have to think of some good punishment for this guy so that no one will ever want to do what's going on here right now. You know what I'm saying? So how are you feeling about the standings after 6 weeks?
Man, this is what competition looks like. I mean, up and down, 3-3, 4-2, 5. Even the 5-1s, they're not far away from us. I mean, everything's obtainable. These next 4 weeks, in my opinion, are the most important weeks in the league. So, man, y'all better hope y'all start winning games consistently, because it's gonna get tough to get in. I'm telling you right now.
That's true. That's true. And let's point out some notable streaks over here, man. Meese losing his first game in the season and then going on a 5-game win streak. That's pretty good, man. Arnold on a 4-game win streak. I mean, that dude was, 1-1 probably? And then his team started getting
then he
going.
just went off.
Nice. Okay. And then Jeff on a big-time 2-game win streak. So that means you were at 1.1-3, huh?
Yeah, I needed those 2.
That's major. Climbing the standings was very big time decision right there. And then look at this one. Judas, 3-game losing streak. You know, he was first pick, and I think that's just the effect of feeling the void of McCaffrey, man. That's so tough to feel at times.
For sure.
But his other guys have been doing a good enough job to just keep him in that middle of the pack. We'll see how it goes. Just Neil's team 2. Whew. And then the rest of us on 1s. And then look at this one, the greatest streak of all.
6 L's in a row, man. Wow.
What's fucked up is he literally had the most points scored against him too. Damn, they're not even helping you at all. Shit, man. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into these matchups this week, man. What an exciting time, man. Okay, so actually, I'm gonna cut this part right here. I gotta fucking pick these matchups. This is gonna be the harder one because, I think Toilet Bowl can be this one easily.
Yeah, I think if Jasneel doesn't win that,
like Swig already gives his side of it, and if the other side is like not good, it's automatic. Unless the other side has like a really good record, then I probably wouldn't do it. But just damn near automatic. And then matchup of the week. Honestly, it might be yours.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be between me and your brother. I mean,
because
we're the only ones
are both like you're literally rising. And then y'all are like right here.
Oh, yeah, he's right under me too.
So that's
4 and 5. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do book. Okay. All right, so for the first. Oh wait. Why is my shit not in focus? Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right, man. Alright, so for the first matchup that we got in the X League, man, we got CD's Nuts versus Vaughn the Goat, man. That's right. Now, this is a tough week, man, because honestly, he hasn't set his lineup yet, but look at all the bye weeks that he's dealing with. And I've set mine just because for the purposes of the video, right? But I'm still dealing with shit too, man. CD Lamb and Najee Harris are the only healthy guys on my team that have been actually consistent. So I'm going to have to see if I can win this week without them, man. And then I got injured guys and I got deep investments on my bench. You know, guys I'm just hoping maybe they can show something. I might start Elijah Mitchell. That's just a maybe. But it's either really between him and McKissick. We'll find out, man. And then if you see on his bench, he hasn't started Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel yet. And then he has Noah Fant. Kenyon Drake was going off, by the way. But and then we see he got Kirk Cousins on a bye week. So I imagine he'll fill those guys in here. Probably have to pick up a quarterback, a defense, and a kicker. We'll see how that works. I'm really lucky that I'm catching him on this point where he didn't really submit a waiver either this week. And I don't know if that wasn't planned or not. So we'll see how it works for him depth-wise. But I'm going to go with myself this week. But I am scared. I'm worried that like Robert Woods might not produce enough. I need some big time games from these guys because being 4-3 versus 3-4 is very massive right there. And these matchups aren't getting easier as we go on. So who do you think this week?
Man, I mean, his quarterback, kicker, and defense is just looking sus right now. At the end of the day, those three positions do help your points as well. They do mean a lot to your team. So I'm gonna have to go with you, man. You look like you have a full team ready to go. You got DJ Moore facing the Giants. He's got to eat. Robert Woods, the Detroit Lions, they're kind of ass, so he has to eat. I mean, other than that, bro, I think you got some good matchups in your hands. Aaron Rodgers against Washington, like, I mean, he's gonna drop a 25-point game easily,
right.
You know. So,
God forbid that Travis Kelce doesn't drop 45 points. You know.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah, that's the only thing. But I mean, it is Tennessee, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh shit, man! You never fucking know. Okay, so then next we got hometown rivalry right here, man. Orange Kush versus Blinking I'm Gone. Oh, I like where this one's going, man. This is gonna be interesting. We're gonna open the bench up to see. Oh my goodness, Ezekiel Elliott, Cooper, Keenan Allen, Marvin Jones, all on bye weeks. Damn. Then you got Thielen and James Robinson on the bye week. Kittle on IR. Whew, a lot of bend don't break over here. Oh, and Kareem Hunt. And wait. Oh my goodness. I overlooked this whole team. How is this dude even playing fantasy football right now? Russell Wilson IR, Michael Thomas on IR, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on IR, Kareem Hunt on IR, 5 players on a bye week, and he still has a starting team.
That's tough. I don't know.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, bro. Okay, so this is what we're looking at right now, man. This is a very man. It's tough, man. Honestly, for the sake of being accurate, I'm probably gonna have to go with Arnold only because he literally barely put a lineup together just because of the injuries and bye weeks, man. That's absolutely tough. So I'm gonna have to go the other way. What are you thinking?
Man. It's tough, but I'm gonna have to go with Arnold. It's just dude has way better backups, and man, if you look at their benches, that's a tough situation right there for Mike.
Yeah,
it's looking bad.
All right, so next we got Los Duros versus No More Locked Doors. This is gonna be interesting right here. Let's open these benches up. Check out these bye weeks. We got over here defense, Flex on bye week, and then Claypool on bye week. Me put together a lineup at least over here while still dealing with Eckler, Williams, Knox on the bye week. Damn, man. Interesting right here, man. He's got Khalil Herbert benched against the Bucks. That makes sense. I'm gonna go with Los Duros this week, man, because obviously he's 5-1. I think Jeff's team is already really thin. His players are don't get me wrong, the guys that he has are good guys, but when you're dealing with one of them having a bye week and your defense having a bye week, and then your bench, you still got Joe Burrow, Ben Roethlisberger, Ryan Tannehill on your bench while you have Patrick Mahomes. You don't have depth to sub in right there, and that's just gonna be really, really tough to come by. So I'm gonna go with Meese this week. What do you think?
Yeah, man, you're looking at Meese having another bye week. It's like the fantasy guys are just handing him these W's. So, I mean, it's pretty ridiculous,
He's gonna hop on the stream and talk about, easy does this week, while his opponent scored 56 and he scored 78.
Yeah, that's just how it goes, man. That's tough.
All right, and let's go ahead and see, man. Hey, man, flush that toilet, man. Whew, shit. Did Swag just come out the bat? I gotta come up with something else for that one. But y'all know what time it is, man. It's the Toilet Bowl matchup of the week for the X League. We got just Neil's team versus Swag's team. Damn, man. We got a lot of bye weeks over here. And let's open up these benches. Oof, this is tough. And we're dealing with injuries. We got Nick Chubb over here out. We got Logan Thomas on IR. But I think for me, man, Esteban hasn't won yet. And if last week was any indication about him winning, I don't know. I think if truly, just be honest, if this guy was paying attention, I get it. We all fall in love, but but if this guy's just paying attention, he probably wouldn't be 0-6. He'd probably have at least 2 or 3 dubs, just because he probably could have made a couple moves that would have made a difference. But for that reason, I'm just gonna have to go with just Neil this week for the sake of being accurate. So,
I mean, Jesus Christ, Prescott is out. Stephon Diggs is out. Dalvin Cook is out. I mean, those are the 3 guys that you almost beat me with last week. So I think 0-7 is looking very promising for this upcoming week. I mean, it's tough. This what is it? Just Neil has a complete team right now. Seems like the bye week didn't affect him as much. So I got Just Neil this week.
Hold on, I'm fucking fix this. She keeps going out of focus. All right. Okay. So. All right, y'all know what time it is, man. It's time for the X League matchup of the week, man. That's right. We got Gridiron Gang versus Judas. Now, let me give you all a little bit of preface of why we decided that this would be the matchup of the week. Is because we got 3 and 3, both sitting at 4th and 5th place. And if you look at it, at the beginning of the season, Jeff had a kind of a rough stretch. He was starting off at 1 and 3. And my brother had a great stretch of being at 3 and 1. And now you see Jeff on a 2-game win streak and my brother on a 2-game losing win streak. So we're seeing like both spectrums of just becoming even almost. And that has really got a great point of this season for you guys to play each other, because damn, man, such a pivotal spot. Can you keep your win streak going, or you kind of like stay at that middle of the pack? And can Kevin break that losing streak, and show that his team can bend, don't break? Whew. What a matchup that we got right here, man. Damn, this is going to be tough, honestly, man. I think this one can go either way, and that's why each matchup of the week is always hard to pick, man. And let's go ahead and open these benches up. Damn, Jefferson on the bye, Singletary, Madison, Schultz on the bye. Damn, he's got 2 running backs on IR. Holy shit. Jerry Jeudy on IR. Man, it has been bend, don't break, for real. All these injuries is tough, man. Before I make my prediction, I don't want to make it yet. I gotta fucking think about it. So, would you like to say anything to preface this thing?
I mean, I'm obviously gonna pick myself to win this week, right? But you gotta look at matchups as well. I think D-Hop is gonna have a big game. You got Mike Evans. I think he's gonna have a big game. Derrick Henry against the Chiefs defense, he's gonna eat, bro. He might have another 30-point game again. And then you got Mixon against Baltimore. They have been all right in the run D. He might have a nice game, 15-point game, My tight end is probably the only position that I'm like kind of iffy about. Julio Jones could be a bust or a big-time flex. We'll see what happens with them. And you got Carolina going against the Giants. I mean, that defense is going to eat, bro. I have high hopes for them. So I think I got the dub this week.
Yeah, I say that. It's tough because, I don't know how I feel about, obviously, Jill Everett or Julio, just because I got Julio in the Z League. Damn, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like this close to dropping his bitch ass just because of hamstrings, dog.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over here and I'm seeing my brother having to obviously rely on his bench players, but he's really hoping for. To me, it just seems like you're gonna hope for boom games. You're gonna hope that Jalen Waller kind of goes off and Michael Pittman has a great game Sunday night. This is tough, man, honestly. But I think that I'm going to go with you this week, only because, Lamar Jackson, Hopkins, Mike Evans, Derrick Henry, that group, them 4 with those matchups, them alone might be able to have great games. And that just can be hard to come back from, especially if you don't have the superstar, talent to fight that back, man. That's going to be tough, man. But that's why this is matchup of the week, man. But I'm going to have to rock with Jeff this week. So, and you obviously said you're rocking with yourself. But yeah, man, so those were the predictions for both leagues right there, man. Is there anything that you want to say to the people or anything you want to address while we're here before we conclude this?
Man, I just want to say y'all need to get ready, man. It's going to get real crazy. These next 3 weeks, you'll be fighting for your life here because 6 spots in that playoff position, and you might want to get in there.
Facts, man.
Mees, we're coming for you, bro. You better understand.
Yeah,
don't get too comfortable. I'm telling you. I told you from the jump that first place is gonna belong to somebody else.
In the words of the great Future, bitch, don't get too comfortable. But a lot of motivation for the guys at the top 2 is to chase that bye week. The top 2 teams get a bye week, so there's a lot of motivation there. But yeah, man, what a time is getting competitive. But everybody, Arnold, don't get too comfortable, man. We're going to come for that ass, man. Y'all going to get some tougher matchups, I promise. So let's go.
Nice.
But yeah, appreciate you guys so much for watching this, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Get ready for the one next week. We'll